Buenos Nachos YouTube. Welcome to the archive of this newest episode of The Witching Hours, where I play The Witcher 3. Play along to this adventure, learning, and exploring, and doing side quests. But I'm not here alone. I'm with my guide, my close confidant, my teacher, my coach, Daisy. How you doing, Daisy?
Hey, Petey, how are you?
I'm doing all right. What's going on?
Well, you already know what's going on. I don't think I'm going to talk about that on stream. It's been a crazy day. We'll just say that. But otherwise, Nugget went to the vet today for his final booster shot.
Oh, yeah.
So that was good. And while he was there, buddy, I got him microchipped.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's always useful.
So he now has a tiny little computer chip in him. And I am currently in the process of trying to register him really quickly here before we start. But yeah.
He is the mark of the beast, as they say on certain parts of the internet.
Right.
Yeah, people complain about having a microchip. The idea of having a microchip. If I could have a microchip in me that had all my medical records, that'd be dope.
That would be so dope, for sure.
Alright, so I'm going to grab a notebook because I just remembered something. Let's see, I have a billion notebooks. A legal pad. And some markers. Because I just remembered that I still owe you that drawing. And I haven't gotten around to starting it. But I'm gonna start right now.
Oh, okay.
I just need a black. So let's see. I wish I had a. Maybe I could just turn this around. Let's see. I could probably change the lens to 24 millimeter. But yeah, I still owe you that Witcher drawing. Let me get the better lenses. We're doing things on the fly. Oh, equipment is. My butt crack ain't showing.
You look like a silhouette currently.
My camera. Oh, my headphones. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that just now. So we'll just do it like this. There's a way too close camera lens. That's fine. So we're gonna see. So we're gonna draw this Geralt. Oop, that unplugged. Oh! Everything's falling apart. Everything falls apart. Wait, oh no! Not working there for a second. This is a convoluted idea. Yeah, this would be a great camera angle of the cam link we're picking it up.
Yeah, like it's all dark.
Okay. Come on, work with me, Camlink.
On camera.
Oh wait, is it on? It's this one that needs to be working. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. All right, and yes, so over here on the surface, this is the only part should. But let's go over here. So my great drawing skills. Okay. Thank goodness this pen works.
Oh, and there's a little bit of a delay, I believe.
Yes.
So.
Oh yeah.
You draw on The Witcher.
Yes.
I didn't realize. Are you left-handed, Petey?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
I'm
that.
a lefty.
Is Matt a lefty as well?
Maybe? I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
Wait, this feel weird doing this in silent. Let's turn on at least the Witcher's opening music, so get some music happening and some appropriate. Okay, very straight nose. But okay, so. Okay. Wait, let me plug in the controller.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified.
There you go. Nice background music for us during Geralt, and I get a nice little like profile view of him.
Wait, there's background music?
There's the game. I turn on the game. There should be. Do you hear the game audio? And the fire.
No. No.
So we spoke too soon.
Okay. Hold on. Let me try jumping right back into it this time.
All right.
So I'll try to reconnect.
Wait. I'll have to like approve you. Oh, I have to put this on a mouse pad. Do you hear it now?
It did there for like a second, but it sounded like it was coming through not my computer.
Let me see. Might be coming from. Yeah, because it's coming from. Yeah, it was coming from Discord.
Ah.
We were bamboozled. I screwed up. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do live what we usually do before the show.
Okay, and so if I don't still hear the music, should I restart then?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, you continue drawing, and then I will be amazed when I come back and see the progress.
Yes.
Alright, be right back.
Okay. And should be pink or red for the star. I think we'll put the combination of both. Alright. We're doing art. We're doing art here on the stream. Looks more like a tattoo than a scar, but let me try like having like a line of pink in here. Alright. It's hard to do this. It's kind of dark. But you can kind of see. You can see way better than I can. Okay. I wonder if I can make her. Okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah, maybe
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, so back there.
Okay.
Me get Parsec opened. One moment. I need to contact Corsair again because this replacement mouse they shipped me a few months ago is already bunk.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to. Let's continue. No.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I accidentally pressed enter on the keyboard, I think.
Oh.
Trying to move this around so I can see. Let me do manual focus so this doesn't stop. Because I have it right next to me, I don't.
So if I try to move a window or like readjust the size of it, there's about a 50% chance that that click to move it is actually going to stick. Otherwise, like it just does nothing, which is really annoying.
Oh, okay, I didn't mean to quit. I should have paid attention. I meant to quit the main menu.
Okay. Sorry if I crinkled a wrapper in the microphone there. When I was restarting, I got a cheese and jerky snack.
Yeah. I also, while you were restarting, I also put a setting. I enabled for you the can connect without permission, without needing permission option, so I don't have to.
Oh, okay.
So especially if like I'm already in the game or you need to like disconnect or reconnect,
Ooh.
you don't have to. I don't have to like tab out to preview.
Good deal. Okay.
Okay.
I promise not to abuse that privilege.
I imagine so. All right. Let's see. Okay. I've also switched to manual focus, so I don't have to worry about this losing focus randomly. I'm gonna make him a green shirt. Like gauntlets.
All right.
Oh yeah, these skills are gonna take me to the top of the of art Twitch.
There you go. Gotta change the category you're in.
Let's see. Is that
I'm excited to see what hairstyle you give him because there are many options.
yeah. Thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
It's a good looking hand from here. Hands are hard.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The sword. There you go. That scene
Oh
in
yeah,
the
there you
middle.
go.
It's mostly straight. And it's got a little doohickey in the bottom. Let's see, what could work for brown?
Orange.
Yeah, let me see.
Orange pants. Probably look better in like black.
Let me see.
Black with a blue stripe.
For no reason, I'm gonna make the little gem blue. Just, yeah. And yeah. Honestly, at some point I could have sworn I had a brown. At some point in life. Alright, let's do like an orange. Let's mix orange and purple. See what happens. Yeah, kinda. Maybe like these like
Oh yeah. I like what you're doing there.
yeah. We're doing let's see. Like okay, a little that's a pink potion.
Ooh.
Some kind of like green potion. And like a red potion. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Like little balls. And just kind of making like little like stoppers. Okay. Okay, that's has kind of is this like little doohickey down here that has this like symbol.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And it has this like pouch. It's probably where his smokes go.
That's where his Panama Red goes.
Mm-hmm. So this is. Try. Like here. There you go. And these can just be like the red. Do this. Which you're gonna use. Where's that kind of? That's called the Luxor. Random pen that I took from the Luxor. That's the pen I'm using. I have a billion pens, and I decided to grab the one random one from. It's the one I found first, so that's the pen I'm using.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, and then so I'm gonna do on his shoulder. So on his back, he has his other sword.
Very creative.
I'm gonna give this one a little diamond design. There you go.
I feel like I hear a little bit of the Crypt of the Necrodancer in that song. The very sort of in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some inspiration. You know what? Let me actually fix this hand. This hand ended up starting horrible, but let's. That ball that initially was his fist, I'm gonna say that one. That is some magic spell. One of his signs manifesting in his hand.
Alright, just to verify, the Crypt of the Necrodancer came out like 3 weeks before The Witcher Wild Hunt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I shouldn't. See, this is how you do art. You do your filling color at the same time as your line art. Just why do it in, why do line art first then do filling when you can do them at the same time?
There you go. Yeah, that's not typically something I do.
Or that anybody does.
Because then I'm like, well, if I mess it up and I want to redo it, then I have to redo the colors. I like your wild style though. That's fun.
Yeah.
Live Moss, Petey.
It's like if an artist like stumbled upon this, like what is this? Is an affront. I never claimed to be an artist. I'm just a doodler.
Good doodle. Better than most people, to be honest. It's looking pretty good there, Petey. Is he gonna do like a Captain Morgan stance?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Gonna have his foot like on a griffin head or something.
Let me see. Feet not as great as the. Oh, that's a hoof.
No, fire.
It's okay. There you go. It's more like a boot.
Yeah, this is fine. There's a pair of boots in this game. Well, actually, like the ones he's wearing right now in the title screen, it's got that loop over flap-de doop.
Yeah.
Like a pirate boot. Yeah.
No. Well, I wish. Let me see. Okay.
You can fix this when you color it. It'll be fine.
I'm trying to see if I can draw a cast over one of the feet. A medical cast.
From all those times when he falls off a cliff, 10 feet.
Yeah, that's his medical cast right there. This is from his repeated ankle sprains.
He's got a bunch of stress fractures in there.
Yes.
The herbalist thought it'd be best just to put it in a cast.
Yes. I think I'm going to go with kind of like what he's got going right now in the video. That's like slick back.
Yeah. Into the ponytail.
Yeah. Well, looking like a rat tail, but that's fine. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay, so. Okay. Okay.
Are you using, by the way?
These are UB. I got these a while ago. They look kind of like highlighter double-ended markers.
Oh,
are kind of so on one end. Let me see if I can. All right, let me see. Okay, It's hard to see. On one end it has a brush, and on the other head has a fine tip.
Okay. Yeah. Very nice. Those are fun. Yeah.
Just like,
Artiste right there.
yeah, there you go. Let's fill that all in. Green shirt and green pants.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give him red boots. And I give him just like, you know what, this is like a blue. They're kind of like a blue.
There you go.
Makes it stand out. And this is supposed to be his white cast right there. From his ankle sprains. And
I'm gonna put like a tiny drawing on it, like someone's little signature.
yeah, let's see. Let me
A little Yennefer kiss from her lipstick. little red lips.
okay.
And now it just kind of looks like his foot is going through that thing. Like he squashed it.
Start from here. Let's look at the percentage of red.
Thinking it should be dark out, and I just looked and it was like, holy hell. It's still so bright out. It's like it's after 9.
Oh yeah. The blood on the ground. There you go.
Oh yeah. Super creative. I like where this vision went.
Yeah. Okay. The cocoa butter out of the way. The Dyson out of the way. Okay. There you go. Let me focus it.
Almost. So close. Oh. Oh yeah, there's a delay, I keep forgetting.
Yeah. Gotta move it over here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh there it is. Very nice.
There you go. There's
That turned out
Geralt.
really well. How many colors did you have to work with?
I had all of these. I have all these like markers that I have lying around.
Okay.
I was like, just I have quite a few, and I could probably look for more, but then it's funny. I literally remembered the moment we started like streaming. It's like, oh, and it just became a spontaneous thing. It's like, all right, let me do this.
Well, that was fun. Thank you for doing that.
All right, let me create
Some
just
wholesome
the
content.
camera.
You can get a thumbnail from that for this episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright, gonna fix this over there. For D&D. Alright. Well, hope y'all enjoyed that. It's gonna go in the VOD too, cause why not? This is me drawing. This is people watching that, like watching the VOD, like, when does The Witcher start? It's like, you know what? This is The Witcher. Alright, so let's press continue.
The curse that held him up proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Maybe.
To puke or not to puke, that is the...
That is the question. Oh look, Michael Cera. And his twin brother.
Like what you see?
Oh my gosh. That's fun.
Drunk Michael Cera hanging out in the fucking Novigrad. Was it? Okay.
Wanna bite me, Wolfie?
Ah! Oi! Think I pissed me trousers.
We can go at it here.
Got my eye on you.
Oh man. Been able to. Oh, so speaking of the Chewy who made an appearance earlier in the stream, I was able to get him to start eating some eating dog food.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I got him because I keep buying the it's I keep forgetting what the brand is, but it's like this brand of dog food that we have at the at work that they have at Whole Foods. That is like it's more fresh. It has to be refrigerated, and he loves that. And I think especially when I set put it out for him, but they haven't. And the bummer is that like he's been enjoying that. When I put it out for him, he eats it and he enjoys it. Unlike other dog food that I put on him out, that maybe he'll eventually eat begrudgingly if it's just out there, but but the problem is now that the last few days that have been been there, they haven't had it. So I'm like, today he was like following me into the kitchen next to where his food bowl is, and I can start like, you want me to give you good food, don't you? Like, you want me to give you your good food? It's like he's just looking at me like looking near the bowl, like, you're going to the kitchen, right? You're gonna give me the food, right? It's like, oh, we don't have it.
Oh, little Chewy.
I don't know. What are you guys? Ow.
He just told you to plow yourself. What are you gonna do about that? Murder him.
Where did the other guy go? The other guy just up and left. I'm like, oh, it's your problem.
Okay. That was weird. Yeah, I thought there were two of them.
Yeah, why are two of them? He just rode off into the sunset. Alright then.
So I think next time we do D&D together, I'm probably going to be in a different room.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to move to the front bedroom.
Yeah.
What Brett was using as his office like last year, maybe the year before, that has the purple walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to move the gym equipment into this middle room.
Oh.
Yeah, just switch some stuff up. I'm ready for a change. I think it'll be good scenery for me. Plus, the front room is actually a little bit cooler than this middle room.
That's good. That's always good. It's always useful.
Yeah.
Gregor.
Looking for Gregor.
You found him? Who are you?
Geralt of Rivia. Dijkstra sent me.
Been expecting someone. Let's take a walk.
Did he take off his helmet?
Nice job decorating.
I stepped into the
guard
kitchen
post.
for a sec.
Okay.
By orders of our gracious and merciful ruler, the good king.
What was their crime?
One on the right's a peller from a village nearby. Gave some bloke the wrong advice. Bloke's mates informed on him. Neighbour held a grudge against the one on the left. Accused him of witchcraft.
Just humans at each other's throats. That's not Radovid's fault.
Who do you think set down the laws that mean folk hang for such offences?
Seem to have lost all respect for the king. So I serve him.
What am I to do? I was born a Redanian. I won't desert. Besides, I enlisted when Vizimir was still on the throne. Now that was a good king. Wise and just. Radovid's something else. He's got war on the brain. And I don't want Redania to look anything like that.
Because I had the wrong camera on.
Oh, what?
Hey. From last week. Who knows what was there?
Let's talk. Must know why I'm here.
Take it it's about our cobbler friend. Yeah, he came through here on his way out. Didn't come back though. Patrol went out yesterday, reported an abandoned cart a ways off the road. Aimed to go out there, see if it's his. Couldn't get away.
Thanks. Good enough to start with. Farewell.
Hold on. You got a pass? Won't get back through without one.
Yeah, I got one.
Alright, good luck.
Thanks. See ya.
Huh. Yep. I guess that was like a little dialogue that in case you hadn't gotten like the go through pass. Like, how do I get it? What?
I was like, what level is this quest? Oh my god.
Hey, fella? You alright there?
Hey.
You doing okay?
It's like, did this happen before here or somewhere else?
This is...
It's like at the beginning of the game.
This
When there was that Nilfgaardian fort.
Yeah, this is a level 14 one.
Okay.
This one this one happened after we did all the stuff with Dijkstra. Like it was something that we opened up. Races.
Oh, you've got... Okay, yeah, this is looks like a fairly lengthy-ish one.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a nice little one. This is a big one because it's about the plot to assassinate Radovid. So we're I forget exactly what we're doing, but like we were doing something. Ow. Wait, what? Oh, like what was... The dog was rolling on his back. I was wondering what the heck he was doing. He was like, okay, no normal dog things. The witch hunters. Oh, there's a quest. Oh, that guy. Fuck him. Okay, that's the only quest he has. He has the quest to get the fucking fraudulent transit pass.
Uh-huh.
I'm so glad we got to do D&D again.
Yeah, it was nice to connect the gang finally.
Yeah. Hopefully it went well. Hopefully it was fun for you guys. 'Cause I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was a lot of good
Cart doesn't
storytelling.
look damaged.
Yeah.
Strange. Need to look around. Might find something.
A little bit of for those watching, we got a little bit of like some emotional moments with dreams, especially.
Come
Well,
on, come closer.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but some emotional moments for Solero that he
Yeah.
dreamed about. I mean, you guys don't know about it, but
Yeah. It was a
Sounds of a
lengthy
scuffle.
conversation you guys
Somebody
had,
got
though. It was
knocked
just like,
out.
damn,
Dragged off.
this must be a big dream.
yeah, it was.
Wonder where its wearer is.
But it was
It'll be
good
interesting to see which have got planned out for us.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where you guys go next. 'Cause you guys have like got a couple of
shoot.
steps to go
Something tells me
through.
I'm on the right trail.
Yeah.
You also
Wonder where its
gotta
wearer
figure out
is.
which direction to go. Got 2 sets of tracks. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I also, since you guys already know that they're joining,
A shoe.
I also
Something
got
tells me I'm on the right trail.
Patrick and Beej and David. Patrick and David, I got them supplies for when they join. I got them a notebook. I got them notebooks for them too, little journals.
So is it happening then?
Yeah, that's the whole plan. It's just a matter of like, I'm not gonna spoil when they join, but it has to come. It'll come at a point in the story.
Oh,
Wonder
okay.
where its wearer is.
Well, cool.
You'll run into them.
What's he
Okay.
doing here?
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. It'll be cool to have
Yeah.
them in.
I am looking forward to that. Cool.
Greetings.
Yeah, I got them a journal and I got them some dice. Pick out some dice for them.
I can
Nice.
see that. Just wondering how those shoes is wound up here.
Here you did grow, like the mushroom.
Shoes don't sprout from the ground. You see who left them behind here?
Speak no wrong. Or anger gets Og and Pog.
Og and Pog. Those your friends?
Finderinger's great Og Pog. Human finder on big suited card. Suited big like so.
What did they do to this human?
Og Pog man's cover to take. They're over.
Do you eat him?
Nah, no. Body man's, stringy man's, blah. Oggy make man's suited make. Frog, Pog and Rog suited make.
You even need shoes?
Suited on humans is it. Suited once Og, Pog and Rog. Big lords trollers be. Like humans is.
So long.
Alright, take care of yourself, buddy.
Okay.
All right,
left me
yeah.
nearby.
I love that you get to just like have conversations with like rock trolls. It's just like,
You're right.
you know, it's like there's like not all monsters are monsters, you know.
Right. Yeah, I really think they're probably my favorite monster type character in this game.
I like that girl treats them like people and doesn't like insult them.
Yeah. For sure. Because he got into it with Lambert about the trolls.
Yeah.
He was kind of saying that, like, well, they're still sentient beings. Doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean, like, that some of them are bad, just like humans. Humans can be monsters.
Exactly. The real monster is man. Find the shoemaker. Brad Shoemaker?
Uh,
Ooh, look at this. Superior Ursine stuff.
oh yeah.
I don't know if I have the regular Ursine stuff, but I have the superior.
Fabulous.
Let's see. Hey buddies. How y'all doing? Og and Bog? I presume?
Taller?
Having a wee?
Known. Who better to teach trolls how to cuss?
Geralt, my mind, been bloody years.
This whole
Relax, Og. This bugger's an old friend of mine.
bugger friend I'll go. A whiz in soup throw.
I'd make for an awfully veiny morsel.
Right, true that. Just look at the ploughing bastard. Naught but skin and bones. Well, gentle trolls, high time I travelled on. You, practice what I taught you. Give you a fucking exam next time I come through.
Tell her no go. Tell her sit. Sit ass down. Tell her suck cock shoesy me.
God.
I was like
Sit your ass down.
I can see you've made friends, but Taller needs to come with me.
Nowhere Tyler go. Tyler chooses makes.
But I need him.
Tyler's here stay. You chooses got. Og chooses got not. Rug got not. Pug got not. Tyler chooses make. Tyler go.
Now let's all stay calm. Taller will be back. He just needs to come with me. We'll, get some leather for your shoes.
Listen to Geralt. He's telling the ploughing truth. Look at your feet. They're fucking mammoth. Need a damn bale of leather to make shoes for them. Understand? Me and Geralt will get some cocksucking leather. Then I'll come back and make you blasted shoes for you.
Chooses pug for. And rug for.
2 pairs for each of you gnarled pricks.
Tyler go. But back come must.
Knew you buggers were good mates. Sit tight. Be back in a bit. Gotta admit, you have a way with trolls. Ever thought of having children?
Yeah, we have trolls.
And vice versa. Besides, witches are sterile.
Ah, you've not changed a bit. Still tart as rotting rhubarb. Just happened to be passing through? Or did someone send you to find me?
Roach and Dijkstra.
Ah, mean they've not forgotten me. That's nice. Though I am grateful you came to get me, Geralt. Must have a lot on your mind. All those monsters to kill.
Heard you 3 are planning to do some killing of your own.
Huh? I tell you, clowns.
Kinda. Didn't offer any details, though. Maybe you'd be willing. Gesture of gratitude?
Sorry, mate. If they were mum, I've got to be mum.
Be that way. How'd you even wind up out here? Nilfgaard-occupied land now.
You saying the black ones have no use for cobblers?
Probably brought their own.
Brought fuck all as I see it. Amateurs in uniform. And you'll not find a better cobbler than Tala anywhere in the north.
Yeah, right.
You doubt me?
You're a spy, and you're working with Roach and Dijkstra now. Doubt you went out there to fix Nilfgaardian boots.
Ah, I see you've thought about this. I admit it. Cobbler act's my cover. Who takes an interest in cobblers? No one. You sit there, doing your work, hammering on that sole, and blokes beside you talk. Bollocks, mostly. But sometimes they say something interesting.
Like?
That's all I'm willing to say.
Okay.
Thanks again, Geralt. I'll take it from here. And I'll be sure to tell Roach and Dijkstra how you buggered Og and his mates sideways. As I see it, they'll be so impressed they'll shit themselves.
So what'll you do now?
What do you mean? Head back to Novigrad. Dijkstra, Roach and I have got a master plan to set in motion.
I'll ask again. Details.
Forgive me, mate, I'm plowing corn. See, were it just up to me, I'd spill it loud and proud. You're trustworthy like no one else I know. But I'm not on my own, so bloomin' unilateral decisions are out of the question. Trap stays shut, I'm afraid.
Right, gotcha. Tell me, you were a fence in Vizima. How'd you become a cobbler?
Pick the least suspicious profession. The fence thing, shite cover. Pissed too many folk off. I didn't need the attention. Sort about being an innkeep. You meet a lot of folk, you know, tossers mostly, but willing to talk about all sorts of things. Problem is, you're tied down like a mutt on a chain. One and the same yard all the time.
Whereas a cobbler travels everywhere.
Better believe it. Even cobbled together this fancy rolling stall.
Lovely.
Bloody bullseye. I've made a small fortune out of it since the war started. Those pricks in uniform are always marching. Know what happens when their cocksucking boots disintegrate? Their feet bleed, blister up. Not a soldier out there wouldn't sell his mother for a comfy pair of combat boots.
Alright.
So long, Taller. And good luck.
Oh, I can bloody use it. Radovid's one crafty ore with a clap. But we'll figure a way round that twat. Soon the old bloody North will be blathering about how he got fucked.
Careful it's not also blathering about 3 assassins, drawn and quartered.
Fear not, Geralt. We know what we're doing. Farewell.
Eve. All the cussing.
Yeah, dude, had a bit of a potty mouth, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Enjoy it. It's weird. I've often thought about the fact that I'm at one of the things that I'm at the age where I feel like it's still weird to me, the idea of not being able to cuss on the internet. Not being able to curse on the internet. And like hearing YouTube channels like censor themselves is weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but I get it. I get that it's like a, it's more of like it's a business decision. It's like why cable shows censor themselves more than necessarily like like a censorship thing. But it's still weird. It's like,
you think this day and age, like, there's more freedom of speech, but then, like, those companies maybe know that they can target more people by not allowing it.
And they don't get and it's also like a demonetization thing. Like, it's like YouTube channels that, like, because it's the algorithm. It's not also like demonetization, but the like how the algorithm can sometimes like secretly suppress you. Like like for certain like language and in a way that you can't like quite answer for it. You can't quite like they don't have to be held accountable for.
Right.
And it's ridiculous. What happened to? I guess I completed that quest. There's a. Wonder if
Yeah,
there's
I think from what I was reading, I think that was it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me try to find it. Yeah, like it.
Yeah, like it looked. Sorry, it looked longer than
Yeah.
it kind of turned out to be, but yeah, more like that.
Dangerous game. No. Deadly plot. Okay. Meet Dijkstra at the Passiflora. Escort Thaler. And ask the Witcher to meet him properly. Okay. Okay, I guess that's it. There's probably another step to it. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
And figure, and maybe next time I talk to Dijkstra, there's gonna be a next step.
Yeah.
So let's just go back up.
Okay.
And let's see what's next on the agenda.
Do it.
Oh, let's go check on Hitori. I don't know if it's been long enough. Let's just check up on him.
Good point. Yeah.
Wait.
How's our bro Hitori doing? Well, we hope.
Okay. Wait, where is Hitori? Is this him?
Oh, yeah. I believe that's right, because I remember it's like right between two bridges, like in a kind of inconvenient place. If you go there quite a few times, then it's like, why? Bad design.
Come on, Hitori, it's all about location.
Yeah, that's right. And he's right by all those churchy people. It's a little merchant square there, so in-game it makes sense, but yeah.
There's puddles. Look, it must have rained recently. There's puddles.
Ooh, very nice.
Splash. Splash. Okay. Again. I remember this one time in middle school. It had rained and there was puddles, and I decided on my own to play in the puddles, like jumping up and down. Jumping up and down on my own, and I kind of had my eyes closed. And I still don't know who, but somebody like full on tackled me into the ground.
What?
And it's like, I don't remember much else. Like, just because I don't remember a lot of things, but like, it was just like a thing. One of the things I can remember is just like somebody just tackled me on the ground while I was jumping in the puddles.
My sword ready yet?
Middle school was not fun.
No.
Middle school is not fun, especially if you're an ADD kid in the, let's say, the 90s, the mid 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that's rough.
For everything.
Oh yes, I got it. I got the sword.
What do you have on offer?
He gave me the sword.
Heck yeah.
Blade from the bits.
And it's not as good as what you have now.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna stash it and keep it as a memento.
There you go.
Because he made it for me, and that's all that matters.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Superior Earth Sign boots. Enhanced Earth Sign trousers. Okay. I don't even have Earth Sign trousers.
Oh my god, Nugget, did you just get stung by a bee? Holy shit.
Again?
I was like, what is, oh my god, what are you, Jesus Christ. All right, hold on just a sec. Like, he's over here, he was eating a bug, and I thought it was like a cricket or something, and now he's like messing with his face a bunch.
Yeah.
Buddy, don't tell me you got stung again. You're not very smart. I don't know. Let's see what he does now.
I think I need to go
I
searching
zapped
for
him. I don't know. He seems to be better now.
Oh, I can make enhanced griffin armor.
Fuck, like how you assholes keep getting in my house.
Wrong craftsman. Okay, why is it wrong craftsman?
And this is like...
He's a blacksmith, not an armor. Okay.
Sorry, this looks like a little yellow jacket or something. I don't even know if that's a bee.
Craftsman level too low. God. All parts missing. Okay. Filter.
Alright, come up here, dude. Let's inspect your face. Oh.
Okay.
Owning kittens, man.
Yeah.
Owning kittens that like to eat bugs, everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you look okay. Why do you keep doing that weird thing with your mouth? It's like he's chawing on something. Yeah. This is his new thing. Alright, well, you seem to be okay.
Ooh, feline silver sword. Hard intensity. Yes, to cause bleeding.
Okay.
We'll make that. Okay. Okay.
So long.
Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Alright. No. What? Okay. Find the scribe. High stakes squint tournament. Oh, okay, let me see. Oh, Saris. About I can do more of the Skellige things. Okay. Alright, but first I'm gonna go to Crow's Perch. There's a contingency of dwarves walking by.
Of dwarves is called a contingency.
I don't know. What would be the plural of dwarves?
I'm gonna Google it.
A group of dwarves.
Let's find out.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. That's what I'm forgetting. That's. Alright, let's go back to Crow's Perch.
Alright, it's called a knot of dwarves.
Nice.
My joke is that a group of nerds is called a neckbeard. A neckbeard of nerds.
A waft of nerds. A neckbeard of nerds. That was perfect.
Yep. I thought that was pretty clever.
Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to. I think it was TwitchCon, but one of the best things I saw is like a brand like stunt thing was it was either TwitchCon or maybe PAX South, or something. One of those cons that they had, or maybe even Gen Con, but I'm trying to remember. But they had free sticks of deodorant available
Oh yeah.
in like containers like at each floor of the convention center. So like it's just like a container of like, and I think it was Old Spice, so it's like a sticks of Old Spice deodorant, just like little, it was the little travel size ones, but that's perfect for like for the weekend. So it's like, and I grabbed a couple because I you know I could use them, but like I thought it was perfect. I don't know if anybody, I don't know if the
Sorry, no time to chat. I've got to finish this.
if anybody. Oh man. Well, maybe they have to wait till the morning. Let me try. But yeah, I think that was a good idea. As far as like a marketing stunt, I don't know if it's if the people that needed it for sure would have partaken in it, but but you know. Okay, I think these guys.
At an anime convention in Chicago in 2009, 2010, probably, there was like this group of people that went around in hazmat suits and passed out little deodorants to people.
Yeah. Sorry. Because some of y'all out there, some of y'all nerds, need to appreciate the beauty of a shower.
Yes.
Yeah, at least take at least one shower. I love that, like the rule of thumb, like, you know, is to like to tell people it's like, you know, at least one. What is it? It's like 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
2 something or other in the shower or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, there were times where and I think especially when at Dragon Con, when those couple times I was staying in the Marriott, where sometimes I would take 2 showers a day. I would take a shower in the morning, and like after being around and walking around, I'll take a midday shower because I always took way too many t-shirts anyway and extra underwear. So like I was like, I would take a midday shower and fresh t-shirt and a fresh pair of underwear, and I was good to go. Like.
Actually, probably the secret to a good convention. I know Dave always said, just like change your socks like halfway through the day.
Yeah, that's also
total
probably
game
good.
changer. Yeah. Get like a little baggie or something to put your dirty socks in.
Yeah.
Won't smell up your backpack. But yeah.
Yeah, even just changing your and like your shirt as well. You carry your backpack.
Yeah.
And your socks. I mean, like I haven't thought about the socks, but that sounds like a good idea too.
Yeah. And like Dragon Con. And well, I mean, even in Indy too, like it gets so hot in the summer. Sometimes you forget about like, oh, I need to leave the convention center to go find food, or I need to walk from this hotel to this other hotel. And you go outside, and it's just like, oh my god, it's like a heat index of 105, and you just that amount of sweating, and it takes a while to get comfortable again. And before you go to bed, you just feel icky. It's like, I just need to freshen up. Yeah.
So it's the one good thing. That's one of the great things about, even though they tend to be like more expensive and it's easier to get something like more off convention, but looking into like getting something like on convention, like the Marriott Marquis at Dragon Con, which is, you can't get more on convention than that. Like that is the hotel.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's usually like one of the best parts of getting something like that. Alright. What runestone do I want to add to it? Chance to stagger? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Well, apparently I can't talk to the dwarf armorer anymore here.
Aww.
Because he's busy trying to like make this like this armor. I wonder.
Yes, that's right.
Could you let me go to him so you can see his name? Could you look up the just let me
You
know
need.
like there's a particular quest I need to do to help Fergus or help
Or-
Joanna. Honestly, help Joanna because she's the one we're rooting for. Uh, help her finish her work or like
Okay, so we'll do Joanna.
Joanna or like look them up as a character and see like at some point what they say about them. If they start getting, I don't know, whatever they say, if there's something that looks like it makes sense to like this part where they're like uber busy working on this project. While I go to Skellige. I'm looking forward to when they finally release the next gen update for Witcher.
Oh.
Wonder if we'll still be playing it for because we'll still be playing
By
it.
the time the next version comes out.
Yeah.
4.
Well, at least if we have if it takes so long that we have finished it, we'll at least do a thing where we like go back in and check it out and maybe do some random stuff and maybe go to an old save or something. Like,
okay.
Yeah, because it'd be cool to see, just to see all the characters and the ray tracing and whatnot.
Okay, so I'm reading about Joanna, and are we looking at the associated quest? The Master Armor?
I wonder if
Okay,
there's like
sure.
maybe Master Armor. Yeah, like if there's something associated with the Master Armor. Let me see. Master Armors. Oh yeah, I gotta find gland acid. Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah, so
Okay. More important. Let me go get that Archgriffin.
this unlocks Contract the Griffin from the Highlands, which will appear on the notice board. Let's see if you've got that Witcher contract.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool.
I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, alright. Oh, yeah, because you've got it highlighted.
Yeah,
You're going
I've
there
got the
now.
Master Armors, yeah. And
Okay,
I can find the Witcher contract if I need to, but that's the main thing. I get gland acid from Archgriffin.
So you get the gland acid, you give it to her, and then you are giving a choice. And that's all you have to do, is make this one choice, and then the quest will be over.
Okay, perfect. Hey, buddies.
I have a feeling you will probably know which choice to make when the time comes to you, if you want to help her.
Yeah.
And that is all I will say.
Okay. Ugh.
That was pretty gnarly.
Alright then. I mean, it's their fault for attacking me. I just want to come say hi.
Yeah, right?
It's like, hey, what y'all doing? It's kind of rainy. Are you guys okay? Like, oh, you're attacking. Oh, well.
Yeah, I was just trying to protect you from a nearby Archgriffin, but whatever, bro.
Yeah.
You don't want to be saved.
Accidentally looted that
Oh, that's
broken
the
rig.
worst. You get excited about, like, looting, and then you kind of realize too late what it is.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, man. Get that Archgriffin.
Okay. Hello, Archgriffin. Where are you at?
Yeah, what?
Okay, maybe. Okay, I wonder if I have to use the quest. Because The actual... Okay, the griffin from the Highlands. Okay, using your Witcher senses. Okay.
Aha, okay.
Okay. Makes more sense. Oh, okay.
And then remember, you take the trophy...
Archgriffins had a veritable feast.
Yeah.
And then show it to the Baron's quartermaster to receive
Yeah.
your
His mom
reward
didn't
for the
teach this little
contract.
griffin not to play with its
Yeah.
food.
Okay. Alright, yeah. It's going this way.
Stopped feeding here. Moved towards open ground to fly away.
Fly away, fly away.
And remember, griffins are hybrids. So you
Okay.
can use your oil.
Stopped feeding here.
Oil.
Moved towards open ground to fly away. Archgriffin feather. Must have lost it when taking off. Hopefully its nest is nearby.
Oh, peekaboo. Okay. Okay. Alright, there you go. Hybrid oil. Hey! The lele intensifies. Oh.
The lelele's in a while.
Oh.
You tough boy.
Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, big boy. Oh, wow.
Oh. Oh. Ow. Oh.
Heck.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot.
Yeah, if you can get another Quinn on you, I think that's helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still... It's taking damage, right? Oh, and you're also bleeding, so you're taking...
Yeah, because I made him bleed a little.
Oh, God, okay. Yeah. Yeah, 73 damage. That's why I was like, man, its health is really tanking, so yeah. Good job.
It's and the new sword, because it's from the feline sword. The new feline sword I got.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Why don't
There's
you roll?
Nest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Oh. What?
Oh, is it just
Why
a little
don't
too
you
far
roll?
away? I wonder if that nest stuff is just in the way. There you go.
You are dead. You are dead. Yes, you are dead. Okay. Hey, Roach.
Let's go.
Wait, what? Okay. Sorry, lady.
We'll flare your skin off.
Oh. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. Do Ard on these fuckers. Get your ass off that horse. Like, alright.
That just sounds gross.
Yeah. Are you okay? Just calm down. There you go.
You'll regret your mom ever squirted
Oh. Look at that. Alright, little fella, how you doing? You doing okay? Alright. Alright, let's go, Roach.
Faster. Slow now.
Ugh. I don't think I've run into like bandits on horseback before. At least I don't remember.
Yeah, I feel like it happens a few times, but not a ton.
But it's happened twice today.
Wow. I wonder if it's just something you kind of hit in the game, like like they're all in the same general area. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why.
Maybe it happens more when you're traveling on the roads.
Yeah.
And I've been like fast traveling a lot.
Yeah, that's probably what it is too, for sure.
Geralt, thanks for everything.
What happened to your mug?
Right, give me the coin. Tails, we clean the shit out and stay. You white one, look like you got soused last night.
Oh, wait.
He's so excited by that.
He was excited for himself. Alright, I guess he's got scabies. Wait, quartermaster? Oh yeah, quartermaster.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile.
Heard you had a griffin problem.
Aye. Killed some villagers north of Crow's Perch. Folk came complaining to the Baron. He finally wearied of all the lamenting, offered a reward for the beast's head.
Good thing, too. I could use some crowns.
Well, folks say all kinds of shite about you lot. You've got to give a witcher his due. Here, fair pay for a fair day's work.
Looters, horse and all.
There you go. Completed the contract.
There's one down.
Now let's talk to Joanna.
Oh.
You're back. So, got the acid?
Mm-hmm. Use it carefully. It's about as caustic as things come.
I know. It's burned many a man where I come from. Armor's ready. Now for the last touch. We'll soon see who's better, Fergus or me. Geralt, it's done.
Looks very professional.
Welcome, General. Armor's all ready. Came out splendid, if I do say so myself.
Rather coarse. I trust the appearance does not reflect the quality.
General, I've also made a suit, if you please.
What is the meaning of this?
Sorry, I guess you get like 2 choices. Not aware of this one.
Exactly what it looks like. Joanna crafted a suit of armor for you, General, to prove she's the superior armorer.
For God's sake, Joanna, what do you think you're doing?
Temeria remains a wild land, it seems. Insubordination of this kind is not something we Nilfgaardians allow.
If I may, General, I am Fergus's subordinate in appearance alone. It's what we agreed, as few would ever believe a woman to be a better armourer than a dwarf.
You are right. I, for one, do not think it possible. But you are confident in your abilities. Let us put them to the test. Not on dummies, in live combat.
Oh, quite a crowd.
You there, put on this armor.
I'm just here to show me yours.
Mine is not a request.
General, I crafted this armour for a man. It can't fit me properly.
Then find another to wear it.
Geralt, will you help?
Fine. Hope I won't regret this.
Don your armor, both. I will await outside.
Bloody hell. I just came here to show me yours.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Armor that stops bolts? Compensate the man. Now, let us see what this other suit is worth.
You shot.
Wait. You missed me.
It like went over your shoulder.
Gonna live?
Almost, I don't know. I looked at the replay. Yeah.
Aye, but this armor's rubbish.
Okay, he's okay.
Stand.
Okay.
I wish to see the armor.
He missed me, but I guess that counted.
Not even a dent.
I am not easily impressed, but I must admit you have succeeded, my dear. Where to, dwarf? You must hear this. The forge is now Miss Joanna's. She will also assume all Nilfgaardian army requisitions. Is that clear?
Aye, as day.
Your pay for the armor. I will send a man to collect it.
I'll be going too, methinks. Just get my things.
Wait. We needn't part ways, Fergus. You've been a good helper. We could go on that way. But without the lie.
We did make quite the pair.
Well then, go stoke the fire. We've got a customer. He needs armour fit for a witcher.
Ooh.
It'll work
Sorry
out.
if you heard
You were
something pop. That was
certain
weird.
the armour would protect you. Admit it.
Master craftsmanship's something I trust in, something I strive for myself. Wouldn't have asked for legendary tools from Undvik and Archgriffin acid if you didn't know what you were doing.
Thank you for trusting me. Just a few days and your armour will be ready.
Ooh.
Come on, let me help you get out of that.
I've unlocked access to Master Armorer's services.
Heck yeah.
So now I've got a Master Blacksmith and a Master Armor. Gotta talk to her.
Geralt, good of you to come by. What can I do for you?
Need some armor made. Witcher's armor.
Witcher's armor. Alright. Trousers. The hunting trousers. Let's see. Chest armor. Enhanced Griffin's armor. Yeah, let me filter. Oh, okay, parts missing. I have to. Okay. Just in case I can get the last pieces here. I want. Yeah, so I want this armor. I want. Oh, I need the regular feline armor, which I don't have. Which I actually. Wonder if I put it away. Wonder if
What are you selling? What's good?
Also, I can play her in Gwent. Let me go check my stash. Maybe I put some feline armor away.
Could use some hair of the hand. Got any vodka?
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
You white one, look like you got soused last night too.
Let me check. Just in case I had any of this armor or griffin boots. No. Okay. I might still need to get the armor.
I was like, did you have the baseline armor?
I might not have. So
You need. Or
okay.
did you put it in a stash?
Find the boots upgrade. Okay. Okay. Scavenger hunt. Cat school gear. Find the diagrams to all the elements of this cat school witcher gear. Okay. That actually, that might be a good idea. Find the treasure in the shipwreck. Okay. Let's see. So the passages under Temple Isle. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. I was about to say plowing something or other.
Hangover.
Oh, plowing hangover. Yeah. So at some point, after playing this much of The Witcher, I'm wondering if at some point I'm gonna start saying plowing as a curse.
I hope so. Bring that into D&D, please.
Yes. You plowing wanker.
Love
you
it.
Plowing whoreson.
I can't wait to hear your NPC voice say that.
You plowing whoreson.
Just channel that Witcher 3 content. You'd be good.
Right, so explore the passages under Temple Isle. We're up in Temple Isle. So we're going. Okay. Alright. A little ominous. This is from now on, assume your every move is observed. Ooh, okay. The passages under Temple Isle.
First they killed my son, now they'll throw us out into the street.
Oh!
I can't get enough of people yelling because you ran into them. Okay, alright. This looks like the right way. There you go. Ooh. Frame rate getting choppy.
The hell in his eye. Ought to use it.
Illusory wall. Well, hello
Got your
there.
trolley, Elise.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Wanna be a friend? Oh. Golem. Oh, okay. I don't know if this will work, but... Oh. Owie. Owie. It's also hard to see him. Owner of a golem's heart.
You did it.
It's much better than an owner of a rock troll's heart.
True.
Okay, I think this is the right way to explore. Ooh, read. Ooh, okay. Look to the depths to be lifted up.
Oh.
What is this? Research notes.
Oh my god, this seems so familiar now.
As per the instructions of our supervisor, Irenaeus Varsteingard, we have conducted a series of studies on the genotype of the creatures commonly known as drowners. Sadly, administering a poison made of fugu fish induced a coma in all the specimens in the study. After 24 hours, the vital functions of all above-mentioned specimens ceased, prohibiting us from continuing with the study. Mateo Sicula. What did that do? Oh.
Damn, you're ugly.
Sounds rather rapey.
Yeah. Okay. Come over here. Get over here. Come fight me. You coward. You plowing coward. Alright. It's a level 7 wraith. Nothing much, really. Okay, there's like different ones. Mysterious recipe. Dear Pascal and Timo, I've got a bit of time between these treatments I have to administer to these stinking drowners, so as promised, I'm writing you the recipe for my famous spiced chicken and pumpkin stew. Pumpkin, chicken thighs, or alternatively chicken breast, mix of exotic spices, milk of the Cocos nucifera. Hard to get, but there's a ship from the some import company. Remainder of the list is illegible. I'm sure you'll figure out the process on your own. Good luck. I was like, alright. P.S. You owe me now.
I like that was just hidden at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, so... Wait, oh. What is this thing? So I used that one, and it seemed like it caused a race to happen. I need to use a torch. It's fucking dark. Ignite that. That was great. What is this? What is this? No. Oh, okay, so wait. Huh. Okay, they're facing certain directions. What does that has to do with anything? Let me look at this. Yeah.
Go look at the walkthrough on this one.
Dad, let me know if there's a way to find the information. I want to see if like there's like a way to like find the riddle.
Okay.
'Cause I want to figure it out.
There are 4 parts. I gotta figure out what's what.
Because this is what the? It's blood. Okay. You examine the blood.
Hold on, I got one more to go here. It's weird.
We're under the temple aisle. And I don't think this has to do with the cat school. I think this is just something that's here.
Okay.
What if? Okay. Because I can use this again and probably turn it back up. I'm supposed to be turning everyone inward?
Give me just a sec. Trying to distract Nugget while Misty eats really fast here. Temple.
Let me just turn this and see what happens.
Did you find any sort of note in this room or anything?
I found the recipe and the note about this what's it say? On a book talking about their experiments that they were doing. I guess these are the research notes.
I can't figure out if it tells you, like, if this is connected to anything, like a different quest or something, or like how you know how to solve it.
Okay, let me see if I can figure something out. Let me see if this. Okay, this. What does this do?
I mean, I think I know what you're supposed to do here. Because it's kind of like, alright, so if you pull the lever, then, like, is it consistent which one moves and how it moves every time?
Yeah, they all go this way.
Okay.
They all.
So maybe they all need to face a certain way. That might make sense. Without giving it away. But I can if you want me to.
Huh. What? So, like, they all need to be facing a certain direction?
Yeah.
Like the same direction?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Let me try. Because this one was...
Because I think they all started where they were looking out, right? Like towards you, like this one to your left.
Yeah.
So if they all started out that way, and they all need to face the same direction.
Huh. Okay. Do they all need to face out? Or because they weren't.
They started looking out, as far as I remember.
They all need to face left, or in.
Try in. I
So
think they all are able to like look at another one across from it.
Okay.
I think kind of is what they're going for.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. Huh. The tricky part is that it's not...
Does it go all the way in where it looks the opposite way of what it is now?
No, and
or
there's
does it just
no one that changes too.
So they can only go left or back to the original position?
Well, some of them are different.
Yeah.
So it's
interesting.
Kind of like,
unless it's connected to the previous one. Okay. Or like it won't turn all the way around until the one... yeah, because like he's facing, I think, the right way. Will this guy turn all the way around?
He goes in.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's good.
Okay. Okay. So
good.
Left. Okay, there were... I don't know if I'm turning left,
okay.
You can get him turning in. Okay.
He's already.
Okay, so... But is this one gonna turn in? Oh, okay. Okay.
Is he gonna summon a ghost?
I fought a ray.
I don't know what happens. Like I said, I'm having trouble finding like the solution to this.
Yeah.
But this is some...
Oh.
Something's happening.
Oh, I opened
There's a secret. There's a bunch of drowners in there. Geralt, buddy, what you standing on there?
Oh.
Ah! Oh, he getting you. I don't know if you can stand there, shoot him with a crossbow. That'll even help.
Okay.
I just remember when I did this part, I almost died.
No.
But I might have played this like right around like the level.
Yeah.
It's meant to be played at.
I really like level so.
I wonder.
Whenever you're just supposed to like swim past them.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you can fight them in underwater. Like underwater fighting is not a viable option. So you just have to like.
Yeah, it's not. I think the crossbow only works underwater. I don't think you can shoot from above. I think I kept trying that, and I was just like, oh, well, you can't use the crossbow at all. And then I never knew that you could use it underwater.
Oh, okay. Are you supposed to? Okay.
Okay, there's a sparkly thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
There you go.
Cool. What? Looked. hopeful there as a little secret, but... Oh! Hello, Geralt.
Okay.
Oh, I was reading on the RedanianIntelligence.com that they've been spotted filming The Witcher Season 3.
Nice.
So we had some Geralt and Jaskier action.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a laboratory key. I wonder where this goes. Oh.
Let me see if I can do some sleuthing for you. Okay, so it sounds like this was part of the cat cool gear quest, kind of.
Okay.
Because the key you found, I think belonged to a witcher from the cat school.
Oh.
But where is this thing? Where is the lab? And why would we know to take it there? Unless you have some other quests that it's connected to.
I don't know.
You check your quest log, maybe? Do you know the Witcher Kian? If I'm pronouncing it right. Kian? Kiyan?
I don't know. And maybe if I did, I don't remember. Oh, I lit myself on fire.
Oh.
Makes things a little brighter around here.
Can be found in the abandoned laboratory below Novigrad's Temple Isle.
Yeah, I think I just needed to go to like the logical path to the back of the cave.
Okay. Okay, yeah, here he is. You found it. Okay, so this was the former cat school witcher.
Yeah.
Who was tormented by Arrhenius Varsteingrad, some wizard.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like he got taken advantage of. Unfortunately. Damn! He could beat your ass. Oh my god, careful. Ooh.
Okay, I was trying to like parry.
Yeah.
I can't do that now? What the hell? Okay.
Is it because you're holding a torch?
Maybe like that's
oh my
maybe
god.
that might be
Lord. Yeah, nice. Oh yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, I wonder if that's what it was.
Yeah.
I feel like this happened last time or the time before, maybe.
Possibly. Or some previous time.
Oh, lab notebooks. Maybe this is. Maybe I'll have some notes
Luckily,
in here.
the teleport deposited us directly into my laboratory. It's good to be home. I had grown sick to the gills of that leaky tub. I hope that storm I summoned smashed it into those craggy rocks off the grassy knoll shore. The experiments which my students conducted on drowners in my absence did not yield the expected results. As usual, I must do everything myself. I will administer a brew of medicinal opium to the subject. This milk of the poppy will keep the Witcher in a state of half-consciousness and thus incapable of any resistance. Commencing studies. Note, I must hold off on my planned experiments while I clear up the demolished portion of the library. I've set the bones in my forearms of one of my assistants. I will now administer a quadruple dose of milk of the poppy to the Witcher. Day 4. Subject shows incredible resistance to physical torture. Only broke after the second day of intense labor. Moderately satisfactory results from the interrogation. garnered information about witcher training in the Cat School of Witchers in general, as the suspected the Cat School Witchers are for the most part, elven stock. This school must have some tie to the elder races. Addendum, perhaps its founder was a member of the Ain side. Subject unfit for the further study. I've discontinued his doses of poppy. Administered extract of cowbane and hemlock, and typical representatives of the human and Ainside species, such a mixture of paralysis of the peripheral nervous system, and eventually of the nerve endings as well. The result in muscular, skeletal, and pulmonary cardiac paralysis, and ultimately death through suffocation. The Witcher is not, however, a typical representative of any species. Though the poison did seem to cause some mild irritation. Sick? In his nervous system. Sick? That's weird, because it's like, they usually say that, you put that in next to like a misspelling. It's like said in court, or it's like written this way, or said this way.
Yeah.
But his nervous system, his mutated body quickly managed to neutralize the harmful alkaloids. In a matter of hours, all symptoms of the poison administered had vanished. Stinging him with the sea wasp toxin did not provoke the expected results. In order to strengthen the toxin's effect, I poured ethyl alcohol into his wounds. His nervous system seems to be immune. Subject has been tortured, poisoned, burnt, frozen, starved, and dehydrated, and despite it all, his body continues to function. He eats and drinks by himself, moves about his cell on his own, and is able to articulate simple words. Please, drink, don't hurt, stop. Conclusion, as I suspected, the Witcher is a superb energumen. A demon trapped in such an excellently prepared body will become death incarnate. Vengeful wrath made flesh, and placed at my command. No one has succeeded in creating a being of such power since the times of Malaspin and Alzor. This is a great day for science. Time to begin the incantations. Well, alright then. Ugh. That's creepy. That's a new book.
Looking up how to pronounce that, it looks like Ayan Sadi or something.
Yeah.
Kept saying, and there's there's like battles on the internet of how to say it. But it's like Inshe seems to be up there. Inshe or NC, but it's definitely like that A and E is pronounced E-N.
And
yeah, I'd say that.
It's like it's common to use.
Gaelic.
It's common to pronounce like to use AE to represent trap vowels. So they romanize one of the vowels in Korean that way. That's like that they used to Koreanize that vowel, the trap vowel. So it's like N, like Mary, as opposed to as in Mary Queen of Scots, as opposed to the Merry Men. Kind of, a little bit. So that makes sense. Alright. We have the armor. At least diagrams. Whee! Whee! Okay. Oh, I went into fart gas.
You sure did.
Oh, did I find a different area? I went in a different area. Oh. I think I went a different direction than I went down in.
I think you did. This is quite pretty.
What's down here? Oh. Invoice for a golem.
What?
Issued by Jehuda Low. Jehuda Low. Purchaser Unis Varsteingard. Goods purchased Guardian Golem, clay porcelain. In the event of damage to ceramic, please report immediately to the nearest branch of though in enterprises, a golem can only be serviced by qualified company personnel.
Oh, okay, so it's just a little trinket then, right?
Yeah.
But you don't actually get it? Aw.
I think that was the...
Ooh.
Oh. That might have been that golem that we fought.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, hello.
Oh. There, buddy.
Wow. Alright.
Okay, and you said you haven't seen the last episode of Witcher Season 2 yet?
Yeah, no.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert if that's okay.
That's fine.
Regarding that sign that was just used, I think that's the first time I saw it used in the TV show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ugh, I keep walking through fart
jeez.
gas.
Your fart ferns, look at that. Blech. And remember, if it's like... Oh, there's a chest thing under you. If it's way too dark under here, you can use that whale's breath?
Yeah.
Whale something potion if you can't see, but this doesn't look bad.
Not too bad. It's outside of the water that's actually...
Yeah, just not typical.
I think it's a little bit my monitor because I look at OBS and it's actually clearer than OBS.
Pretty good on the stream.
Yeah, I think that's the case. It's like it's good on the stream, but I think that's what's telling me that it's probably my monitor.
And you do have a torch that, if it's too bad, you could use that. But then put it away when you get in battle, we found out.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, we need to find our way out of here. Okay, what I need to do is I need to go to different quests. Or let's see if this will...
Oh, doesn't give you the path out.
Maybe...
I was thinking even like the main quest or something, because usually that'll direct you to the nearest, I want to say signpost, fast travel post thing.
No, it's not doing... Oh, let me try to go to Skellige. Dang it.
That's weird.
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay.
Fart guesses.
This was this chamber, so I gotta go back here. I remember...
Oh, that's a bummer it doesn't try to lead you out of here, because it seems super confusing.
Okay, that was over this way. Okay, I think it's this way. Go back to... Alright. It was right here.
Oh. That wasn't confusing at all.
Wonder if it'll...
Looks dangerous.
I think, you know what I think part of it is that there's if there's no non-climbable path, like because the path to get here, it requires me to climb. But there's no like clear flat quote unquote path But you just walk there, and then it doesn't know how to do that. Like it doesn't know how to deal with
Gotcha.
like those elevations, this traversal path.
Goodness.
Oh, it makes sense.
Maybe, I don't know. That's what I'm guessing.
I could see this game not handling that.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Where's the post? Okay, turn left here. And should be...
Pretty cool view from this part of Novigrad. Like, and you get to see the torchlight off in the distance with the lower part of the city.
Yeah.
Those buildings far away. It looks very like 1800s.
Yeah.
Very Victorian style right there.
All right. Excuse me while you...
in this weather.
Okay. Let's go to Cunning of the Goose so we can go to this place. Might as well just finish the whole scavenger hunt. I hear wolves off in the distance. Wait. Hey, doggy. There's a doggy.
Oh.
What's up, doggy? Are you okay? Everybody here okay? Yeah. Maybe the dog's not dealing well with this storm. It's like, aw. Okay. Ah, more bandits.
Boy.
Need some oil. Okay. Hey, buddy.
I know on.
How you doing? What's going on?
I don't think he does. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, the horse dudes. Oh, you've got no sword out again. What the heck?
They didn't pull it out. Also, the guy didn't even turn around to fight.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like,
Okay.
You know what?
There
He
you
saw
go.
better of it. Yeah. The first guy to make the smart decision. Okay, so we're supposed to explore these ruins. Oh, examine, okay.
Might want to look around some.
Okay, alright.
Figure out, like, is that Roach that's having a bad time? Because that dude's coming right up behind you.
Oh.
He's just standing there.
It's like, hey.
I'm stuck. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
I love that blow him off with Ard. That's great. Boomf. Oh, okay. That's like a bit of a delayed reaction there. Gross, and I love it.
Alright, horsies. Be on your way.
You're free.
Don't have to deal with those idiots anymore.
You can use Axie on one of those horses and then ride it.
Yeah.
Just for funsies, if you wanted to. It's a thing.
Yeah.
But you've got a road, so why do you need a stray horse?
Alright, we're actually in this arty,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Right.
There's something so satisfying about blowing down doors in this game that I absolutely love, and like the blocked up cave entrances, stuff like that.
Yeah, like it's similar in Dead Cells, where you can the doors you can just like swing, you can break them with your sword, or ooh, Spirit Relic Oil, or just roll through them and they just bust open like super satisfyingly. They'll even like stun the whoever, if there's an enemy on the other side of the door, it'll even stun the enemy.
Yeah. There's a ladder behind you.
I was looking to make sure that there's...
Okay.
I don't know if there was anything else. Just those skeletons.
No, there was a ladder going up from that level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like go around the corner, kind of, and it was back there. I definitely didn't see it until you turned that light on. So I was like, wait, this is it? Like, this is scavenger hunt. There's gotta be more.
And there's also going down as well.
Ah, interesting.
There's more down. Oh, what? There's something out there?
What? Weird. Turn that. Ignite that. Go. Gross. That's interesting.
Ooh.
Huh.
Another skeleton.
Are you supposed to use like the lantern on that if there's a magnifying glass? Like
no, it's like it looks like it's on the other side on the wall.
I would just keep going up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, you can loot that one from all the way over. Oh man, there's like blood above you.
Oh.
But it's that.
I gotta climb up there.
Hello, world. I'm on a balcony. Oh. Gotta check out that side, right?
Another skeleton. Yeah, it's something
No
off
goodies
to
on the
side.
skeletons. It's so sad. Yeah, I do like the texture of the rain dripping down the side of the castle. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, there you go. There's examine. Okay.
Oh damn! Loot first.
If a whirlwind came through, I'll explore the tower.
Boy.
Contract the white lady.
You can loot that back there if there's anything good in it. It'll be like water or a broken rake.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Some cool stuff.
Some useful crafting supplies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so what is it now? You probably keep going down to find the white lady?
Yeah.
Oh, you could actually loot that now. Oh, well, there you go. I think did you loot it on the way down?
No, I probably looted one thing on the way down. That didn't press the...
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
there you
Ooh.
go. Alright. Okay, I need to use that. Ah! Let me use the ladder. Okay, well, I'm here now.
Yeah, because if you fall down the ladder, you might die. You never know.
Death by ACL tear.
Yeah, using ladders in this game is probably one of the most frustrating things. Just like the way Geralt moves just doesn't seem very smooth, and it's like, no, you've turned too much, and now I can't see the A button. I can't do the thing.
Okay.
Is there a ladder? Yeah, there's a ladder. Barely. Ah.
Prince Adrian's journal. Kian performed wonderfully, and it's a shame, of course, that Professor Kluger disappeared somewhere in the ruins of Estania.
You already killed him.
We split the takings equally as per agreement. I kept the diagram for the silver sword, while Kian took the crossboard road diagram. I must admit, I didn't exactly need every member of the expedition's head preserved in vinegar, but they do constitute impressive proof of Kian's conscientiousness and professionalism. We just swore none of the archaeologists would leave Estayar alive, and none did. Okay, what's the okay, kind of illegible scribbling, scrubbed, waxing, illegible fade, oil. Ink visibly fresher than previous entries. Many years have passed. I have heard the Flying Deer, the vessel in which Kian is sailing, wrecked off the coast of Grassy Knoll. Was it my curse? Not bad for a beginner. Perhaps I should think about enrolling in Banard. Okay, so I have the diagram. Okay. Yeah, search the wreck of the Flying Stag. This is the first one. Right. Okay, there's a thing to the side. Ooh, there's stuff to examine on this side.
Blood trail leads to the cellar.
Ah, okay, so it's not over. What we can examine is over here on this side. Or... okay, maybe inside? There was a, I'm gonna say that there was a millisecond where I thought there was a pair of legs in this room, over here, but it was just this guy. His legs are hanging down in the water. So it's like it's all these like dark legs. Like, well, what's that? Okay, it's
oh my gosh.
It's my luchador bottle opener. Grab everything. Okay. Follow this trail down here and
Ghouls dragged the body downstairs, but it wasn't their kill. Skin's unnaturally pale, cracked.
Okay. This is okay. Let me look at the Witcher contract so that I can. It was the White Lady. Ooh, so I failed that. I didn't talk to the widow.
Oh.
So I guess I don't get to talk to the widow.
Okay.
Because I just came here.
Oh. Oh, was that step 1 to initiate then or something?
Yeah, probably. That's probably why it said like quest updated. You were supposed to talk to the widow first, but then. Okay. The cellar. Okay, is there anything else in the cellar that needs investigating? Investigate the ruined tower using your Witcher senses. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Deep, uneven tracks. Someone fled blindly in a panic.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Pale skin, but no blood loss. This is no vampire.
Oh, interesting.
Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Noon Wraith did this. Whatever he saw just before he died gave him quite a scare. All signs point to a Noon Wraith. She's avoiding me. Gotta find something that belonged to her. She'll have to show then.
Okay. I'll just. Alright. Hey, probably should have talked to you earlier, but I'm working on that thing with the white lady. Let's go back to this. Okay, Raheem Castle. Oh. What? What is this random elf? This random elf. Talking elder.
Yeah. Just in the orchard there?
Yeah. And we go back to this castle because it has a fast travel point. Oh, what? There's supposed to be something bad down here? Oh, okay.
It sounds like something somewhere.
Oh, hey. Oh, cool.
God, okay.
I wonder if he was supposed to be here.
Yeah. That was weird. Okay.
Alright, well, let's take care of that.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you have it.
You have to get
Ooh. Get out all
either
the way
to a
to here.
boat to sail there,
Maybe,
or you can just kind of run that way. I mean, there's a boat kind of down to the left a bit.
Lucian's Windmill. Oh wait, what the?
Yeah, wait. You also have a horse that you can call.
Yeah.
Okay. There are so many times I just enjoyed running.
I forgot.
I was like, I don't know. It's probably just as fast. I'm enjoying the scenery.
Yeah.
Or it's like, by the time I call Roach, and I might just be there. I love the fields of sunflowers in this game. It's always fun to see.
Yeah.
I forget which town where it's just like all sunflowers. Pretty cool.
Okay, might as well go straight.
You hit up that little island on the way up.
Yeah.
2 birds. Feed them with 1 scone. Or get 2 birds stoned.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there something behind you, actually? Like, do a 180. There's like a on the map, all of a sudden an icon showed up, I believe.
Oh. A shopkeeper and a
Oh, no,
grandfather.
wait, maybe... Oh, sorry, it looked kind of red on the map or something. I don't know. I thought maybe it was like an enemy up there, like... I could be totally wrong.
Might have been that, or it might have been
Oh, I
just
think it was like the little red air. Never
red
mind, sorry.
arrow, yeah. That made sense.
Yeah, I think it made me think that there were enemies there. Never mind, sorry about that.
Got enemies, got a lot of enemies.
Oh, those fishies. Those are some big uns, dang.
Oh. Uh-oh. What? Yeah, let's go crossbow fishing. Okay.
You need wind and summer in there.
Yes. Alright, take the helm. Okay. What do I need to do? Okay, so we're going directly forward. Let's hit up this thing.
Alright.
Accelerate. Accelerate.
Here do we go. Oh, dang. That's like infested with drowners.
Oh.
Because it's a hidden treasure, that's why. Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Okay, let me switch to
Yeah,
here.
good call. Burn a whole crap load of them at once. Beautiful.
Oh, holy crap.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, one at a time, folks. One at a time.
Oh, he's behind you. Watch out. Oh my god, your health. Oof. There's nobody behind you now, at least, so that's good. Well, now yeah, that guy is. Shit is right, Geralt. Okay, it would be really fun to see Henry Cavill fight like 15 drowners in one scene.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Like, I'm just like, what the hell? Get out of the way. And just like flail around like.
I was watching the stories about how they filmed the Butcher Blaviken scene. It was like that one really long take, and I think a lot of people didn't realize just how long that one scene was, and it took them weeks and weeks and weeks to practice for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just always amazes me sometimes, like the amount of effort these actors have to put in for like 30 seconds of film. Like, what?
Yeah. Okay, new quest, Coast of Rex.
Oh.
Okay, let me just find.
There you go.
This is right here, luckily. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Ugh.
Like, is that a cave? What the? Maybe it's just like a little alcove thing under there.
Alright.
Oh my gosh, wow. There's a bunch of wreckage to loot.
Yeah. So, where's the killer whale? There's this? No. I forget what the killer whale.
Oh, to the left of that one. To the right. There you go.
Consume.
Ah. Oh, it's so bright now.
Yeah.
Coast of Rex is pretty cool, man. There's all sorts of treasure around here.
Oh, there's these things.
Oh, that's an explodey barrel.
Yeah.
Don't catch that on fire.
Okay, and
Okay.
okay. Let's look out further over here.
I wonder if it won't show up until, yeah, like you actually get underwater closer to it. There's just one more to find. It's an exploding barrel. It's weird. It's usually right in the middle of the circle that's on the map.
Well, I think maybe like
Unless it was
like,
marking. If it didn't move, then yeah, maybe it was marking all four at once.
I think it's like, yeah, it's for this general area.
Yeah.
What?
You're halfway through that potion, so you still have a lot of time on it.
Oh, no, I saw red.
Yeah, I did too. That was weird. Sometimes there are glitches though, but yeah, like sometimes it won't show up at first, but then it will. Wait, is it on? Huh. It looks like it's up on the island behind that boat. I swear I saw red. Yes.
I think that was yellow.
Like, but beyond that, is there a chest right? Oh my gosh.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. There we go. Teamwork.
That was
Man, yeah, I was like, I think that's red. What the heck?
Let's see.
Oh man, you got so many quests open.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Back on the boat.
Did you loot everything you wanted to loot on the coast?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright. And now you actually have to get to...
Get on the boat, damn it. Eat your food.
Thread the needle.
I have to say, I just referenced it, but having the government name Pedro has affected my ability to think positively of Napoleon Dynamite. Because everybody wants to make a fucking vote for Pedro joke, like okay. Like randomly and like without any problem. Like one dude, like literally, it's like, at work, it said like, hey, I voted for you. I'm like, what? I had to stop there and think, yeah. Almost
cringe.
I don't get it.
I've never even thought to say that to you. Like, I never really even made the correlation.
But yeah, it's like.
But still, like, why would you? That's weird. People
like
are strange.
One reference. There. Okay, you saw that one.
I usually just get people singing "Bicycle Built for Two" to me. Because it's the Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due.
Yeah.
It's like, no, please stop.
No.
I really don't want to hear that song ever again in my life.
Alright, well, okay, I've completed the quest, and there's the mage's notes about the mage stuff, and now I have the feline crossbow.
Okay, so yeah, there you go. Sweet.
Now I just gotta go make the gear. You can, okay.
Was it like you have to go to Hitori to have...
He can make the weapons, and I think the Joanna can make the armor. I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. I don't think Hitori does armor.
No, he doesn't. I tried to like.
For some reason I thought he did, but yeah.
He's listed as officially as a blacksmith.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, how can I? Is it possible to fast travel on a boat? No. To a harbor.
Oh, hold on just a sec. If you go back to where you are right now, there's that icon right there in the water.
Smuggler's cache.
I mean, if you're right there. Oh, okay, yeah. So you got a couple things right there if you wanted to hit those up and hope a water hag doesn't kill you right here. That's usually what these are on these little islands. Oh, there's that's conveniently placed.
Captain's log.
Sounds like a rave.
Something.
We're gonna find out what it is. I love it.
I am paid to lead, not to read.
Uh-oh. I'm glad basilisks in this game can't petrify you like in Harry Potter.
Yeah, or in D&D.
Oh, yeah, right? That's interesting.
I had one of the one shots that I participated from the Discord group that I signed up for them at. One of them I had a character. It was like a dragonborn cleric. That was Shikas Maracas. And it ended with him he got petrified by a basilisk, and that's how he just ended up petrified by a basilisk. And that's was the end of him. It was like, oh,
that was it. Aw. His adventuring days are over.
We never picked up that with a follow-up one shot for those characters. So it's like,
aww.
I mean, there's nothing stopping me from reusing that character, anyways.
Yeah.
But
Aww.
Shikas Maracas.
And yeah, you got that smuggler's cache behind you to hit up.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you can find the harbor to fast travel from there. Oh yeah, threading the needle again.
Beep. 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 Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Oh. Can you flip it? Oh yeah.
Oh, it's already damaged. Look at the damage on the front.
Yeah, you got a little bit more damage from that. It's okay. Oh yeah, there's your smuggler's cache. So they're gonna be drowners here. Usually these are always protected kind of by enemies, but every now and then you get an easy one where it's just like, oh okay, free stuff. Oh yeah. Oh. Assassin boots. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. Good.
Okay. Pop in.
Very nice.
Okay. Alright. Back to the map.
It's just funny, like if you're standing in the boat, you can't fast travel to a harbor.
Oops.
You have to be sitting down, manning the boat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Goodbye, boat. I will never see you again.
Well, that's not a great dock system.
We're not one of the big boats.
They're like, well, we gave you a ladder. That's good enough, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Just get in there. You can't handle getting a little wet? This is a tough guy.
What can I do?
Now you gotta find Hattori.
Oh yeah, because you can make
Or the
stuff.
nearest. Oh, yeah, there you go.
So go to Hattori and then.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh!
All those dock lads. It's not like Outer Worlds where your reputation goes down for pissing people off.
We went too fast to hear him finish his line. We didn't get to hear the heat of poverty.
Now this is the way to play this game. I like this. I always I don't know why I just tried to avoid everyone. Like, I guess I was afraid I was going to be penalized.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's great.
Luckily, it's not Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
I need you to make me something.
Listen, would you craft something for me?
It's a sword. Yeah, feline steel sword.
Yeah.
Ooh. And it's not as good, but so it's not as good, but it's still good to make it because I need it to get like the enhance and the.
You got it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Got a feline silver sword.
Same deal. I already have one.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then the crossbow. I need, but he has it. Let's buy some wax. Okay.
Yeah, some wax. It's so.
A crossbow. Holy crap!
Oh damn!
I just can't use it right now because it's level 29, but it's actually pretty good, like stats and good attack power.
But it'll be there when you need it, and it weighs 0.01 pounds.
Yeah. Okay, so craft.
You're thinking it's Friday, Petey. Like all day, I thought it's Friday. It's so weird. I was at the vet, and I told the ladies to have a good weekend, and they were like, "We're only halfway there." I'm like, "What?" Oh yeah. I think it's because I'm used to going to the vet on Fridays.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, messed up my schedule.
So long.
Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Alright, let's go to the gate. Go this way.
Come now, ain't nothing. The whole day wasted.
Posture sucks in this chair. I have to keep reminding myself.
Yeah.
My neck hurts. Well, it's because I'm all collapsed in on myself and like this little heap. Like, no, I need to stretch out.
Yeah. Yeah, you got that. Yeah, it's hard to avoid getting into like the gaming posture. Like.
Yeah. For sure.
It's peak gamer posture.
You got it.
For peak gaming skills.
There's an old photo of me from like 2007 where I'm in peak gaming skills, like on the edge of the couch and like what I call owl position. I don't know why I called it owling. But like when you like crouch down. I mean, it was like Catwoman. There we go.
Yeah.
Like where she does that crouch down pose. I was like that on the edge of the couch, like with an Xbox controller, like leaning forward. I think my tongue was sticking out a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember what I was playing.
So that's where the skills come out.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my lord, that's a lot of symbols.
Yeah. Looking like a Far Cry map. Alright, let's talk to Joanna. Joanna.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them kids. Right, oh, there. Joanna.
Geralt, good of you to come by. What can I do for you?
Alright, we need to...
Need some armor made. Witcher's armor.
He knows. Ooh, this one is an improvement.
Oh,
the
sweet.
feeling trousers. What are they? They're light gear, but I can switch my stuff to get the bonuses from light gear.
Oh, good deal. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Cat School is light gear, Griffin is the medium. I'm pretty sure the School of the Wolf is heavy. But there's also another one, I thought, right?
Dark steel plate. Goodbye, dark steel plate. Okay.
I thought there were 4 types. What's the other one I'm thinking of?
Dark steel plate. Okay. Can we make dark steel plate? Because if we can make dark steel plate, yes.
Yep.
Okay, we need dark steel ingots though. Which I can buy or make. But let me see, how many do we need to make enhanced feline armor? Enhanced feline armor. We need 2. Okay, dark steel plate. Need dark steel ingot, which you can make. Okay. Yeah, we can make more. Okay.
Yeah, so there is more types of armor, more Witcher schools, but that's in the expansion packs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was like, I'm pretty sure there's more.
Okay, I thought I had a superior artisan armor. Okay. Okay, so okay, and then bits. Okay, I need hardened timber. Okay. Okay. Okay, because okay, well, I'll talk to you in a second. I'm gonna put on this armor.
Yeah.
This is an
It's gonna
exciting
look so
moment.
much nicer.
Ooh, enhanced feline armor.
Ooh.
Oh, it has
It's
2
so
slots.
it's like the slim fit as well.
Yeah. Feline trousers. There you go.
Ooh. Ooh, good color scheme there on Geralt.
Yeah. Feline boots. There you go. Feline boots. There you go.
Oh yeah, cool. Like the strappies that cross in the front.
Yeah.
Very
and
cool.
then- oh, I think this is feline gauntlets.
Oh, cool. Finger gloves.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
That looks pretty sleek. I like it.
Drew sent me a TikTok video. DJ Cumberbund. Blues Travelers and Rancid.
Oh goodness.
Oh boy.
Sounded pretty wild.
Okay, so I was gonna put okay, no, actually this time was better. Okay. Okay, so what was the thing? It was Griffin School Techniques. So I think that's okay. Cat School Techniques. So if I replace it with this, I get the bonuses. Each piece of light armor increases critical damage by 25% and fast attack damage by 5%. So I'm increasing each piece of light armor. So I'm increasing critical damage by 100%. Critical damage.
Oh my gosh,
because
that's
I've got 4 pieces. This is double
this is gonna be
crit
life
damage.
changing. Dang.
Oh yeah, he's got a turtleneck going too. Turtleneck and chain. All right. What? Okay, so and then like the next thing on those because we have the scavenger hunt for the upgrades. So like we're not gonna do it now, obviously, because it's almost time to wrap things up. Well, it's kind of well past time to wrap things up, but I think that's gonna be what we can do next time as an activity.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, but one thing we'll do. Gotta have a game of Gwent.
Up for 3 rounds of Gwent?
We gotta have some Gwent. It's almost like tradition. Ooh. And new cards to our Nilfgaard deck.
Fringilla. I like it.
Okay. I can only use it once anyways. Okay. Let's play with this. Let's play with our Nilfgaard. I will go. Oh, she's got monsters. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Ooh, a spy. Early spy plays. Early spy play. What else? I love how much it's become a thing with me and Drew where we're just like when we just send each other TikTok videos.
Oh gosh.
Constantly, and it's fun. Like whatever we find on our For You page to share with each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. Weird.
I have a thing with my cousin where she typically sends me the best memes of the week for Lord of the Rings and Dungeons and Dragons. Sometimes I beat her to it, but usually she's the first one to get them to me. And it's just like some recap on cheeseburger.com. And I was like, I don't know. Yeah. It's usually like the top stuff from Reddit for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I missed that one. That was a good one.
Alright. Okay. Okay. She threw... I kind of want to throw out a card just to make her play a card. Yeah. Okay. Let's just see if she'll pass or play a card, you know, throw out. Aha! And I'm gonna throw out the decoy. Sweetheart, what are you doing?
Oh Lord. Well, she's down to 7 cards, so
I kind of wanna.
she went in strong.
I wanna see how far she'll take it. Kind of.
Yeah.
Throw this guy out again.
Yeah, then she'll pass.
Okay.
Aw.
All
Got you to play a card. Sneaky.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll take. Fairly.
Take the L on that one.
That's fine. She used up a lot of cards from her deck.
Yeah.
A lot of card classes.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have okay. Okay. It's tricky though. Oh. Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Problem is I don't have much else on my side to win 2 rounds, though.
Play that archer and then double that row.
Yeah.
Seems like a... hopefully a good chance. Oh,
Okay.
well... there you go.
Yeah, it's just...
Because if it... What's your special card do? Do you remember?
Torrential Rain.
Okay.
So I probably won't be using it.
Yeah, because I don't think monsters have siege.
Yeah. Okay.
Boo.
Alright. So we're gonna see what we can do with the cards we have on hand.
Yeah.
Just throw them all out there and hope for the best.
Oh my gosh. She got some strong cards in her deck.
I think we faced her before and she's kicked our ass. I think
oh, hey, look! A siege.
Oh, yeah.
Does it only attack their siege? Oh, no, wait, because, yeah, that would mess up yours.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, boo.
Well, she doesn't have much else, so...
Yeah. Hopefully fingers are crossed.
Let's see, mathematically. Oh.
Biatch. Alright, so...
Okay, mathematically speaking... Okay, it turns her into 1. But it... Oh, it would... Now I would lose way more on a torrential rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no way you're gonna lose by, like, technically 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Alright.
You might have to come back to her.
I've been resisting the urge to run it back immediately, but... or I could try a different deck, but...
Yeah.
I think
if you want to keep going, you can, but I think I need to duck out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
A little past my bedtime.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'll pull it as well, just because it's. You know what? It's time to let it go. We'll be back.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Yeah, that's right. You can always come back on that one. Those seriously, the monster deck is pretty OP.
Yeah.
And once you build a good monster deck, like, it's a pretty good one to fight with.
Yeah. But yeah. That's it for another edition of our Witcher streams. Be sure to check us and follow us at Rebelli TV. Be sure to check out the charity drive that we have the QR code down here for, or by donating pressing donate on the by typing !donate in the chat. and to be able to donate to our year-long Able Gamers charity drive, and you too may get a terrible drawing that I will even send to you. We'll mail it to you. So go ahead and figure it out, donate, and help a good cause. That being said, Daisy, what's your takeaway? How was today? What's your takeaway from today?
It was a more good progress today. I think I don't remember where we started exactly, if it was with Hattori, but you did kind of start your questing here with Joanna.
Yeah.
So you had to kill an archgriffin to get her that acid.
Yeah.
So she could make that armor, which you then so kindly tested for her, not knowing what would happen, but did survive. And then you like wiped out that entire cat school scavenger hunt, which was really exciting. You figured out the statue puzzle, which was kind of random with no hints, and remember Drowner Island?
Yeah.
Full of all the boxes of the loot. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got to play some Gwent at the end.
Yeah. It worked out well. Yeah. Another fantastic day of witchering. Thank you all for being with us. Follow, share, like, do all the things. Until next time, hasta los huevos.
Bye-bye.
Looks like rain.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Annyeong. Fighting.
Well-timed Geralt commentary on that one.